So huku US was giving a story about how there is an app within an app ya Facebook. So I think kuna Facebook dating. Do you know the Facebook dating app? So apparently you find it if you're in the US, it's there.
Yes.
But sasa sisi, because I think wanajua tukona shida mingi hapa Afrika wajatuongezea hiyo.
In fact.
So he was talking of the way there's these ones where he met some girl kwa this dating app, but now her she was fully American. And she wanted to screw him. Ikonini. Episode 299 tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Na leo nimeamua ku bring a friend of the show. This is his third time on the show. I think when do the highest guest?
I think so, yeah.
Guest numbers.
I think this looks like it.
Yeah, we never had a guest who's come 3 times.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, na kwanza nimekuwa nikiangukia almost the century.
Yeah.
100 episode 100 I was here.
Yeah.
190 something, I was almost at 200.
Yes.
And then today 299.
Yeah.
One shot. Next time 400 mutanipata hapa. Like, subscribe, share, munipata hapa 400. Episode 400.
Yeah. Alafu the last time tulikuwa pamoja ni Rapture's show, eh?
Yes. Rapture show. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, that was in December.
Yeah.
Wase mpaka leo ushindaga kisikia Doug. So kama ujuagi Doug, this is Doug. He was the MC for the event. Hata majuzi kulikuwa na like someone who wrote an article. Sijuko uliona? Ule msaliandika article ya... article ya nani? Ya Tai
show, yeah, he was recording.
And they were saying like the only thing that lacked in Tai's show is an MC like Doug.
Yeah. Literally, that's exactly what they said. It was so weird for me because niliambiwa tu, hey, kwani umemensioniwa kwa hii article? I'm like, sasa nimedu?
Yeah.
Because they were bashing the MC. And then they saw, I saw it was a good thing. But then, thankfully, those boys did a good job, Kinatai and Amandip.
Yeah.
But now, I guess they fell short on the MC. And I feel like maybe it was just a different kind of MC. They got someone who does corporate instead of comedy. Which
okay.
That's the only thing. But I think it was a pro MC nonetheless.
Alafu najua with these things people learn. So niko sure like for the next one is like comedians. Sindio? Yeah. Alafu sa before tuanze show kuznataka tubongejwa vitu kadhaa kama the Nairobi International Comedy Festival. Sindio?
That's right.
Yes, but before that wacha ni kuremind kuwa ingia hapo linebet.com and if you're signing up you can get 100% bonus ukitumia promo code IKONINI. And of course vile musemaga, when the fun stops. So don't be the person who keeps betting even when you're losing. When the fun stops, stop. Lakini usisahau linebet.com, you get like the highest winnings. Why? Because your winnings come tax free, and apart from that you can deposit via M-Pesa, or deposit via Skrill. You can deposit like using all these different like avenues, and don't forget tax free, so you get the biggest winnings. linebet.com, promo code IKONINI. So wacha tubongeje vitu kadhaa. Tuanza na Nairobi. Kabla tuingie kwa the Nairobi International Comedy Festival, wacha nikuulize like your opinion on a few things that I've seen. I think let's start with the US. So inasemekana the US, Americans last year 2023 they spent over $113 billion on lottery tickets. Yes,
right.
If you had to convert that to Kenyan shillings, it would be close to 15 trillion Kenyan shillings. Yes. That's I think maybe bigger than our economy. I don't know. It's like
bigger than the economy.
Yes. Alafu that this money that they spent on lottery tickets was more than they spent on movies, books, concerts, sports tickets combined. Zote ukizi combined.
Yeah.
So unachukuaje the American dream?
It's dead maybe.
Yeah,
like Americans are now chasing a dream, like, and that's what it's become, just chasing a dream. It's not. It might not be there. It's like chasing the wind at this point. I don't know, man. Like, if people are better now, if there's a different story, come on, it's they're doing it for recreation. That's a different conversation. But you know for a fact there are people whose retirement plan yao ni lotteries. Kumoja, like they buy those lottery tickets. Unajua you can buy them at the petrol station every day. They just buy a ticket, just. Iso draws and there are people, but I guess it's usually unfortunately it's also the poorer class of people that do that. that's sad kidogo. Kidogo it's a bit sad that wamefika hapo. Even movies, I'm actually surprised they're getting more than movies. Are they spending more on porn, even porn? Kama imeshinda porn, sasa nitajua hapo iko shida.
I think squeeze kuspend on porn is when you're a loser. This free porn. Like I don't need any premium membership. Unataka premium membership?
No, I don't. In fact, I don't want professionally shot videos. Mi nataka zenye sijui ni nini inaendelea.
Usilanezekali. Noliwachia Aslay kwena go around everywhere. Did you see it?
The clip. Niliona the thumbnail, but I didn't.
You didn't click?
I didn't click.
Oh, okay.
Actually, wacha niongee ukweli yangu. Wacha nisijifanye hapa. I looked for it sikuipata. Sina connection.
Najuaga hiyo feeling. Like sometimes you see,
I'm just like,
kuna
okay.
tape imetokea and then you start looking for average wezi uliza ukishafika hii umri yetu
unashangi vitu zingine
upavot ni nini cause mimi sasa kitu ile happen tulikuwa tuna shoot on Saturday na shoot na kina Rapture so kina Rapture na kama uko like hey buda jo mocho Aslay and niko like tena pepetana jo amepeleka manzi mbio so jo now I'm curious cause unajua za man's ego I'm there like Iko Nini
kwani anatumia nini
anatumia what is he alafu dem fulani akaandika ati let's be honest Aslay's meat is better than Drake's. Nikasema sasa hapa sasa mmetuweza sasa now I had to go looking for it kwenda kuitafuta nikaipata eventually just me mwenyewe tu hapo tu Twitter I think ilikuwa Twitter then Twitter ikanipush kitaka kujua mimi nikapava ikanipush link to Telegram and I still open the Telegram.
Me I deleted Telegram for that reason generally just to avoid those rabbit holes where something comes up and I'll be like, I'm not, is it a pretended I'm not curious to see what's going on. Sasa ukishaanza kuingia Telegram eti sign in join this channel nili join my channel bro and then nika realize kuna time inakuambia somebody has joined Telegram ama if somebody has joined a channel I didn't know what it was and I'm like and I'm too old to be following up on technology you know what I mean saizi ka Facebook ingeinventeo sahi mimi ningekuwa naeka DMs kwa wall like that's how bad I am sina shughuli na kulearn how it works so here Aslay niliona the snapshot nikasema wacha niangalia nikaklik jamaa hakuna nikaanza kuona maduve tena nikajaribu thread ingine sijui wenye wanauza cabbage nikasema hii I'm sure that it's nothing
it's nothing sikuona kitu yote pale like I felt threatened unajua Drake I felt threatened
uliona ya Drake
Drake ilikuwa just him playing with his weapon and it was not bana nilikuwa ile unakuwa ile Banimaga akisema ati it's so big when I whip out the whole room goes dark that dude has a weapon afu iko na door
for Drake
yuko na door yuko na weapon yuko light skin so you know now black girls are going to like him like you're like hawezi patiwa kila kitu kwenda huko
kwenda na zako huko hiyo sikuona hata sikujua context ya hiyo but to be fair hata kwa nini yangu stories za Drake hazikojangi kwa nini yangu mimi nilisha localize kabisa
hata mimi sinaga hiyo time ya nini so Americans wana spend a lot on lottery so wewe mwenyewe do you consider yourself lucky like ushai try kushinda jackpot kama hii
but I'll tell you like hata lucky yoyote bro wacha nikwambie lucky yenye mimi naona kuna lucky mbili two types of lucky I'm lucky in for example that I get to do what I like to do what I love to do my dream and the fact that I've even gotten in those opportunities I mean even the idea that I'm sitting here with you unajua when we were toys like tukiwa high school nyinyi ndio wase tulikuwa naangalia kwa magazeti manini so for me to be here to be able to be on this that's lucky I think I feel like you could say I'm smart enough to do stuff but I just think the idea that you even have that initiative in your head that's a certain type of luck as to hizi za lotteries and stuff I've never been lucky bro hata zile events G50 draw eti mtu ata win 50 mnachangia for a cause and then 50% goes to the cause the other 50% goes to the winner of the draw sijawahi win hata hiyo moja hata hiyo ya kuwin Thamos kwa nini ki functions
Yeah, I
hii
know,
machama
I know
hizo
hizo.
ai hata siku moja hata ikiwa na watu watano bro nimekaa hivi nikisema siko tu yangu hata hizi vitu surely but no I'm not lucky in that sense but I also got the life draw lucky ile ya I can just do my thing yani the way I like
yeah because I think hiyo nile like ukisikiza like this scientist there's this scientist I follow a lot anaitangwa Neil deGrasse Tyson.
right
There's this one thing he likes saying that just being alive means you're super lucky.
right
Because there are more people
true
who could have existed that don't exist than the people that exist.
that's
Because I try to imagine like every time ile sperm load inaanguka how many people just ile mrunia fighting for that egg to fertilize. So kuna hiyo ni like moja nitasema niko
the
nayo.
genocide of the nut
Yeah like when the woman's body is attacking it like
And killing
foreign
only one survives
only one survives.
By the way, when you think, that's a real genocide.
Yeah, that's a nini. So kuna hiyo luck but mimi hizi luck za lottery sijaikuwa nazo even as a kid you remember those risks za balloon like we used to pay was it 1 shilling
yeah two bob and then you get and then
unapatiwa number unachagua you chagua the number I never got the biggest balloon I used to always get the smallest
bro yes hata mimi I hated hiyo kitu ile
kwa sababu nakwambia uchague namba si ndio
I remember ulikuwa unapewa it was a thing you look at it unachagua it was a circle nyuma iko na number and then sasa ina match na ile yenye iko huko wacha nikwambia na ujue umesave ndio upate hizo nini sijui ilikuwa bob ama 2 bob sasa umesacrifice upate hizo ma 5 bob useme uende umenunua balloon 3 zote ndogo hiyo kitu
unapatiwa pale huko unatrai kuinini unashindwa like what's going on here
that was painful kwanza ukiwa mtoi before you understand life hii kitu iko inanibo
so I've never been lucky but in other ways I've felt lucky
right
unajua like when I look at my media career monaga just it's full of luck because a lot of things happen that should not have happened yes so kama nakumbuka nikiwa mtoi like I used to like because by the time I started loving hip hop because me naanza love hip hop late I'd say maybe I was around 16 the time adole ilishika so I used to listen to Redman and Redman used to have this what up so unajua as a kid you're trying to ape the people you love
yes
so I'd be like what up alafu Redman na Snoop walikuwa organize skits za radio where they talk like they're on the radio station so Snoop had this DJ Easy Dick saying my time is short but the dick is long.
Snoop Dogg
Snoop used to have those skits I was always fascinated by radio so Snoop ilikuwa W balls so I used to be fascinated with that like what if one day I was to work on a radio station and then what happened things happen nikaanza kurap mi sikuwa na plan kurap in my life it's something that I just started
did you get
I think it was more of a challenge like I used to hang out with akina Jua Kali and then they I think one of them challenged me like you're the Kali forever and then my pride tried this thing but I was never at someone who wanted to be that it was not this something I did because of but now starting it is how I ended up on radio because now nikaishia siku moja nikaenda K1 then when I'm K1 we were freestyling then Buddha Blaze kwanza I remember it's Buddha Blaze who called me like hey, Mwafrika show up then I show up Mainak again is hosting I rap after kurap nika meet Kirubi I never thought I'd meet Kirubi met Kirubi and met mdosi wa Citizen like Royal Media Radio anaitwa Fred Afune he gave me his card told me are you interested in working on radio? I was like yes. I thought he was lying like 3 months later he calls me and I'm on radio so luck I'll always look at that as luck
yes YFM I remember that yes
so hiyo ni luck another luck ile naweza sema ni gani how I ended up even on Ghetto Radio like nikiwa YFM I interview this girl upcoming rapper called Angel Badai like a few years later meet some white dude she starts messing around with him he wants to start a radio station she tells him hey by the way there's this guy called Mwafrika and then you see I end up as head wa Ghetto Radio you end up seeing the world I end up you see like you understand like so I've been lucky to some degree kushinda lottery lucky no but I'd say I'm a lucky person
the second type of luck essentially that's interesting
we kuna zile ukaga unasema like this is pure luck this is not like I was lucky
For the way I look at it, it's not. It's especially it's gonna sound cliche. Zile za opportunity preparation is nonsense. Whereby they steal some input from you required.
Yes.
So I've just been lucky that my input in a bear fruit. Like because I've also seen people who do a certain, like there are people who work hard. I am sure there are people who work harder than I do in some things, but they don't get the same results that I do get. So for me, I feel like, all right, if I can tweak things into that, that's luck. If I can make things work, being able to make things work. But definitely, it's never been luck in the sense of I was just sitting there and something happened to me. Even the way you have described your situation, I feel like you were working. You were putting in your work. And then things aligned.
Yes, things
there are
aligned.
people who did similar things like you, lakini hawakupata your call, unaona? Like that connection with people. I'm lucky with that connection na watu, as in connect na mtu. Tunaingiana, things happen, I'm able to make things work. We're able to make, move the next thing stage. But lottery Z, bro, even though it would be nice and easy.
Hata mimi jo. Mimi try like the, cause also me kitu moja, I was very ignorant. I discovered betting super late. So vile nilidiscover na kumka nilitrigi like that SportPesa lottery a few times. Never got it. I just get. I think imefika like 350 million. I'm not even interested in that.
Forget about it.
I know winning one game, if I can bet on one game and win, because amutumiaga like mathematics on it. So kuna probabilities and what. But you tell me at 17 games. Wow.
But probably, let me tell you, the only time I ever did this mobile betting is zenye konazo now. It was exactly that, where I was just taking one game, look which one has had the higher chances. Na I bet peke yake. So I do like 5 games in a row. And then unapata 3, 2, ama unapata zote 5. But it was just, hata rarely even 5. Because me, I would just get tired. I didn't actually enjoy. I used to like the idea of enjoying when I bet. So I did bet for a few months. Not too long, like intermittently, didn't have enough to do. But nikachanga. But unaona hata in that sense I feel like nilifanya, I did too much work for the fact that I put in sijui 100 shillings and then I do 5 games, then I get sijui 130 150. That's just working in probabilities. I work in an office where we do probabilities.
Yes and you just need pole but because otherwise ila kingine ile watu like and then I feel like a few people overrate their luck. Call this case story mse alikuwa LD. So there's this guy in LD, he used to work at an M-Pesa shop. So he's an employee. So watu wamedeposit I think 120k. He took the whole 120k, went to some place to bet, lost the whole money, then went and akajinyonga. Like 120k. Where nini?
It's very it's kidogo money. But from his point of view,
this
is a lot of money. You realize there's times when you're thou 20 and you're nayo ndio mbele nyuma yako. You're not expecting anywhere else. It makes sense. It makes sense. But I feel like if now unaona hiyo luck yake nyana, he doesn't have the ability to tell that this will end. This is not the end of the world. Like I'll deal with it. Things will come back to normal. Man,
but anakurusha jela. Anakurusha jela. I think sasa maybe aliogopa jela. Alikuwa anaenda jela. Unajua Kenya na employer kuachi.
But unapata pia anaweza kwa kuna watu watakuachia wata work out something. Unaweza pata you can work out something.
120k una work out nini?
But still hata ukienda jela unaenda for how long?
I don't know, for stealing I don't know,
because I don't think it's robbery. It's not robbery with violence or anything. It's some sort of fraud. The worst you can do, you probably could handle. See kama zile za nini. Kuna mse mwingine, I don't know if it was this year or years ago, in Australia ama in New Zealand. Mse alienda kubet and then I think it was a few years ago, alibet akawin. So when you won the big draw, the camera people came to record him reenacting buying a lottery ticket. He reenacts it, scratches the lottery ticket, wins again. How lucky can that be? Alafu kuna mwingine sijui in Hungary or I remember vaguely, or somewhere in Amsterdam, some hizo European, amewin vitu mingi, like he just keeps winning, like consistently mpaka now all the money gets anaziweka kwa hizo draw, anaziwin like I don't that doesn't make sense.
kuna
What are the
watu
odds?
lucky.
What the hell?
They're people lucky. Alafu history ya states like as you know, someone won the Powerball I think this past week and they were from Oregon. And apparently like a lot of people who've won from your place. Like Oregon has had like a few winners from your place. Yeah, but there are people who are lucky. But still, tukibonga juu ya luck and probabilities, you heard about the guy who akiwa alive, he was struck twice by lightning. Have you heard about that guy?
No.
Yeah, he was struck twice, survived. When he died, lightning waka strike grave yake. Like
alikuwa anatafutwa.
Yeah, alikuwa anatafutwa like you unajua pia na ni remind like are you wewe unakuwa mtu wa small talk ukiingia kwa ndege?
Kwa ndege? Barely.
Ama strangers?
No, I'm too tired.
Because strike, imagine you're talking to a stranger in time na wait alafu akwambia they've survived even 2 road accidents. But it would make you very nervous.
Your third one hii inaweza enda.
Unaingia kwa ndege yote.
No man. Hata kwanza watu wa ndege hata matatu is easier to do small talk than ndege. I don't like talking to people.
Hapa nikosema pale kwa waiting whatever like mkiwait
unless now I don't know if I'm introverted, but generally unless somebody starts talking to me I don't talk to them. But the first time I actually flew very first time nilianza kuongea na dem fulani alikuwa mweusi na alikuwa Mkenya. So we ended up just chatting the whole way in the flight. Canada. But that's the only time I've actually ever talked to someone on the plane. Otherwise all the rest of the time as soon as we seatbelts off me na lala. Mi ulala tu.
And it's also safe.
Music.
It's also safe because pia ushaisikia the story ya dem fulani alikuwa naenda Dubai and then an old woman started chatting her up. Kumbe the old woman had drugs. So by the time she was being arrested, she was there, oh, that's my daughter. Fiti hakuwa najua jina yake. Hakuwa najua jina yake.
Build rapport na yeye. God damn.
So
it's safe to avoid.
Usiongee na watu.
Ngumu. Inaweza kuwa ngumu situation kama hiyo. Kwanza hata ameshakufanya hebu ni bebe hizi unambebea. Wewe ndio unashikwa nazo.
Mi siwezi bebea mtu airport. Mi airport hata ukianguka pugulugulu. Mi the best aduni ameanguka kujeni msaidia but I'm not helping. Waweza kumsaidia hivi alafu ibaki tu just with a whatever of cocaine kwa mkono ama heroin.
Your hands where I can see them. And then kwanza if you are black unajua wanakukujia first.
Wanakukujia.
You are the first suspect.
Ama mtu akwambia nishikie viatu alafu pata in the shoe bomb. Alafu mko kwa airport. Kabla upelekwe Guantanamo ufinywe.
Kitabu pana story.
We'll find out it's not you. It's
too late.
So
ushafinywa mara kadhaa.
Mimi nachukua galaki yangu haikuagi nini. But sasa acha tutoke kwa luck tubonge juu ya the Nairobi International Comedy Festival. So nacheki this time kuna Robbie Collins from South Africa. Alafu nacheki amewak na Chappelle na Trevor Noah.
Works with Chappelle, Trevor Noah. Just yesterday he just won the Headline of the Year award at the Comics Choice Award. He's a legit comic, like any comedian you talk about Robbie Collins is like Robbie is the guy. Robbie is the guy. He's very loved and he's very good.
Alafu kuna Kotilda kutoka Uganda.
Kotilda, our girl. Kotilda is very popular in Kenya too. Anakujanga sana. So she's very funny. I've met her a few times and we've always gelled. So I'm really excited to have. She's gonna be part of this. The manifesto. It's really manifestable, but it's really intense. Like we're doing it intensely. We have Emmanuel atakuwa kihost Kisiangani. And then we have Darren Collins,
from the USA.
From the USA.
So also nafaa kujua jo ukiona vile the list that Dagalin to me ni ilikuwa Kotilda Inapo from Uganda, Robbie Collins from South Africa, Darren Collins from USA, Amandip from South Bay.
Amandip is such a Nairobi boy. You have to put it like that. We could just do India, and pretend he's Indian, but he's really very Kenyan. He's really super Kenyan, As you know, sasa unajua kipindi ya Kenya kufanya ikue international. Lazima ambia Amandip uko na passport ya India. Hauna relatives uko nao unaweza wapigia that is the idea to make it international, but the real story is it started very modestly and our culture is still very small. I started to enjoy our culture is still very small. We're still building up. The ecosystem is still mali iko. But for the stuff that we are able to do, I'm really grateful for the people that come to our shows, the Kenyans wanatuweka vizuri. So what is happening here is we just want to bring that, because again, these are world-class comedians, to be honest. Like I'm talking Mandip, David Masharia, who's going to be there, George Waweru, Kina Justin, Tiger Shira, myself, we have Ruth like the list is, we have over 25 comics performing throughout that period, right? And we have even that family show. Have you ever seen have you ever shown you that you should even go that with the toys, man. It's a family show, and it's comedy, puppets, and and magic and juggling. It's amazing. Like the first show we did ever, it was just like guys were like, in fact that was a last minute addition. It was not even part of the festival, but it was so good. People were just like wide eyed. So we're like, ikitu lazima tufanye tena. Add it on to adisia to your festival, and you feel like everyone is included. And then we're doing it at the Nairobi Laugh Bar, which is the first comedy club in Nairobi full time that we are doing. So I say okuje, and that and atmosphere, that's the whole thing.
So ni festival inaanza ni
Wednesday to Sunday.
And tikoni kila siku lakini kubai.
Unaweza pata kila siku, ama unaweza pata pass yenye inaenda mpaka Saturday for 3500 for
okay.
all the 4 shows till Saturday. The family show, we couldn't figure out how to lump it together because again that was last minute. But that one also, the tickets are there, $750 for toy and $1,000 for grown-ups.
Okay.
The other shows, the tickets are $1,200 to $1,500. I think we still have some $1,200 tickets, but they're running out. $1,200 to $1,500, and then the Robbie Collins show ni downbili $1,500 to
okay. Yeah, to iko Saturday.
Sunday 2 p.m. 2 p.m. to 3:30.
2 p.m. to 3:30.
Yeah, okay. And it's actually ideal for family. It's not just for toy. Grown-ups and toys are like, it's a good show. It's a proper show.
Okay. So but this is good to see, like like Nairobi saizi tumeanza kunini comedy hivi.
It's
good,
right?
Afuna chiki Justin atakuwa
Justin na Tai, they are actually collaborating. Unakumbuka TMI with Tai?
Yes.
That show, we're doing it now. New satire show, but we're doing it by ourselves. Unajua last time tulikuwa na a lot of donors and everything, and then wakienda manaachwa mataani. So this time we're just doing it ourselves with the community of comedy lovers and the festival. So as part of the festival, we're just putting it together again, see if we can actually, we know we can do it properly. So we want to bring it back because these guys are really good. Like Justin is doing this online every few months, and anatupatia a series of just episodes. Tiger Shira ni huyo tunamjua, like, so I'm just in my mind, I'm like, it would be dope if we do a festival where people get to experience these kinds of shows, variety, not just stand up but everything else. At Highly Debatable, I don't know if you've ever been to the Highly Debatable.
But I've watched it.
You've watched it. The Highly Debatable show is just a silly it's a silly idea. It's so fun because we're just debating. But we are not debating.
Because it's
ujinga, but it's so nice. Last time we did a mock presidential debate, and we had to do it again. Like the surveys told us we have to redo it because people loved it so much. We had 2 guys running for pretending to run for president, and they were debating, and it was shenanigans. Iliwaka moto, bro. Iliwaka like you can watch it on YouTube and be like, all right, that was good, that's cool. But being there, it's a different feeling.
Because the energy and the
it's a different feeling. Like if you have never been to a comedy show, it's best experienced live. Online is great. Comedy is amazing. If you love comedy on YouTube, and live utajua. Utajua vile you feel like.
Because kuna kuagana hiyo energy pia that comes from other people laughing and you, and the moment is just
the moment.
Okay. So msisahau jo, hiyo ni the Nairobi International Comedy Festival. Starting by the time unaona hii show ni leo, so starting today hadi Saturday, sindio? That's 17th April hadi 20th. Mimi mwenyewe nitakuwa kwa show ya Kisiangani leo usiku. It's streaming live, ama?
We'll stream Kisiangani, will stream it live. We'll also record it, pre-record it. So wase
wanaweza baki wamenicheki hapo. Tutakuwa tukitalk podcast, comedy and everything, si ndio? So tutakuwa remind tena juu ya the Nairobi International Comedy Festival, but tukiendelea, ulicheki story ile happen last week, ilikuwa juu ya this billionaire woman. She's from Vietnam. so she's been given the death sentence, and that's for $44 billion fraud. And so far apart from kuwa ni need to death, ameambua alipe 27 billion. So this is like 3% of the economy ya Vietnam. Umadha alibaki ameiba. Anaitwa Truong. Yes.
Wait, so $44 billion first of all, how did that happen? Secondly, anaambiwa alipe ama atakufa ama alipe apende asipende.
Hata nyongwa.
That's what they've decided they are nyongering. Sindio?
Yeah.
But sasa wanamwambia alipe 27 kwa nini?
Story 44, I think maybe they were able to recover part of it. So like the way she ran the fraud, ilikuwa that she used to she started like a fake bank, kitu kama hiyo. And then with this bank she used to she started a bank, and with this bank she used to give loans to her fake companies.
Okay.
Yes.
And then they would default.
Yeah, they would default. Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. Like, okay, what the level of greed though? I know. Where niambie? Don't you feel like there's a certain amount of money that when you have, nothing changes anymore?
Yeah. So wacha nikusomea hii nini. So she's called Truong Mailan, a high profile businesswoman who chaired a sprawling company that developed luxury apartments, hotels, offices and shopping malls, was arrested in 2022. Yes. The 67-year-old has been convicted for fraud amounting to 12.5 billion. 12.5, which is nearly 3.5% of the country's 2022 GDP, and for illegally controlling a major bank and allowing loans that resulted in losses of 27 billion. State media outlets reported. Death sentences are uncommon in Vietnam, but it's rare in financial crimes and for someone this well known. So like they decided hapa, because Kenya unajua kwa unajulikana, you just get away with it. It's not something in it.
Is she a threat to the president maybe?
I don't know.
They're still kind of a third world country, right? Whatever the case. So like, do you feel like anatolewa tu kwa juu she's a headache to someone for some other reason?
Z. Because
I mean, granted, these are crimes. That's ridiculous. For me, that's pathological.
Yeah.
That's antisocial. Like, how much money do you need?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like there's kuna ile level. If you make a certain amount of money, you start getting certain types of enemies. That the best you can do is keep getting that money that way.
Yes.
Right? Because essentially, me, I feel like kuna level kwa life, or even our country, for example, where beyond a certain amount of money, it's above the law.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's not above the law morally or whatever, but people will come and steal from you. You know, when back in the day before we had order and civility, ukiwa hata na ngombe mtu anakuja na kuibia, ukiwa na nini, people would steal. That's the same. For that money, it's still the Wild West for a certain level of money in these our countries.
Yes.
Unaona? Ndio unaonanga msee inakuanga akitaka kuwa in power. There's a wealth grab that happens when power changes hands. Because there's just a certain amount of money that it doesn't matter if you have it or you don't have it. Nothing changes beyond that point.
Yeah.
Like, so wasi wenye wanaget hiyo, mi naona tu hiyo ni mental illness fulani yenye haijadresiwa. That's ridiculous to kuiba, especially juu anaiba. Unajua pia kaa ingekuwa na zian yenye in fair game.
Yes.
It's a different story.
These are kina Elon Musk, kina nani, where they are stealing but not this way.
This way, yeah. The rules of the game are clear and they are playing by those rules.
Yeah.
Generally, and if they avoid them in a way that we cannot see. This is just like pure, you know, lesson ile ya kuiba tu live.
So alikuwa involved in the 2011 merger of the beleaguered Saigon Joint Commercial Bank with two other lenders in a plan coordinated by Vietnam's central bank. Alafu she's accused of using the bank as her cash cow, illegally controlling it between 2012 to 2022 and using thousands of ghost companies in Vietnam and abroad to give loans to herself and her allies, according to government documents. So thousands of ghost companies. So she was just taking the money. So the losses resulted in 27 billion.
Yeah, because even if you give loans to yourself through that bank, hizo do zinaenda wapi? Like, it's not like she's keeping them in her house. She goes and puts it back in the economy. Remember, she was
I don't know,
sending
but
it out.
You'll find now she puts them maybe back to the economy because she goes and she wants to eat fish imported from France. Unajua getu jinga so come up nazo. Like you'll want all of a sudden uko na pesa at you want like octopus imported from Vietnam. Like why?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It doesn't make enough sense. But you know, the irrational things. Hata mimi by the way kuna siku pesa imenifanya nimefanya vitu as it makes sense. As it makes sense.
Nini ushaifanya? Nini ushaifanya?
Of course no. I just mean like unajua saizi labda sisi tunazusha mwaf tunasema why do you need octopus from another country? Maybe when you have money that is what your
I'll need wagyu.
Wagyu. Nimeiona it's very expensive beef.
Do you know how much it is? Here it's like over 10,000 per kg. $10,000.
Maybe you're craving it. Remember the first time you ate steak?
Alafu unapata wagyu na ugali unachikile na kuoga na mafuta unapata mafuta.
Unaona
wagyu alafu ni taxpayer.
The taxpayers
money hapa Kenya
na kasupu of course. Una appetite ya regular beef cubes. Hakuna appetite. It doesn't make sense.
Unakula nini na maskini unakula the same.
Bana. I remember the first time you ate steak. Unapendaga steak?
Yeah, napenda steak,
It's very irrational because do you remember the time when beef was beef to you? Alafu saizi you eat steak and you're very particular about it. Si unaona hiyo ni pesa inakuasha tu.
Najua. Unakuwa na hiyo level ya because me wanaga like even alafu usha notice money especially for black people it makes us unhealthy. Maybe not black people, I'd say third world. Inatumakigia unhealthy because we start eating majuu napataga mtu akipata pesa sasa all of a sudden they are vegetarian. Mimi ni vegetarian. Hiyo time nataka kukula ostrich. Nataka tu nishike ile mguu ya ostrich hivi unaenda tu niko.
Unaitoa kama mio. But I'm sure there's a deeper philosophical conversation about that whereby it's you know where we came from, money, we have attached value to money as opposed to money being an exchange of value only to attach value to the actual currency for liquidity purposes. But but generally ndio enough to affect sisi na to afflict hapa. Unaona sasa hiyo vitu za American dreams mi naona hiyo difference kubwa ni those guys generally they are not motivated by money like that. They are motivated but not like that. I think they still understand it's for getting stuff. Ni kama sisi we don't get money for nini yet, so by the time we are realizing money is nini unakuja na ile mentality ulikuwa nayo enye what you are doing with money is hoarding. Labda niyo kuambiwa na wazazi na ujue kusave. Upende kusave and then ukisema sasa na save nini na niko na extra hapa. It's very convoluted actually. Even in my head nikijaribu kuifikiria saizi inanichanganya.
Na but taxpayers money unaweza who are you taking on holiday? Huda Monroe or Vera Sidika? Unaenda na nani? I don't know. Ama kuna mpya anaitwa Shakila. Kuna amingine nani? Shakila Z. Watu kataa Shakila. Kwa nini watu kataa Shakila jo? Watu hapa nilikuwa who was I with here? Alikataa Shakila.
She's scary bro. Ana kama atakupiga. Atakusumbua tu. No? Anakaa kukusumbua tu. Yani for the sake of kusumbua. So I don't know nini. The reason I'm saying is
checks your mic check.
Akasema
pia alisema zijo.
Bana she's just anakaa tu kukusumbua yani. Unajua the other one I don't sija nini Huda sijafuatilia na nani Monroe na Vera. I have not followed up, so I don't sijui personality. But Shakila during COVID we watched her. I remember watching that during COVID. Hata mimi sikuwa na kazi.
Alilik nudes za pia hata nani I think lava.
Unaona sasa.
Wasafi.
Unaona sasa why? Unaona why? Umeona nini Huda Monroe kona video clip amelik ama boss Huda yule mwingine.
Vera hana.
But Shakila nayo na hata hajamaliza 5 years kwa industry.
Alafu
sasa so unaona hiyo tu inakaa tu kusumbua. Huyo ni mtu tu wa kusumbua watu bro.
Alafu iko young, alafu I don't think she knows. Kuna hii nini kwa na watch jo sikuwa najua. I was watching a certain Japanese series It's called Tokyo Vice. Kwa wase wako out there look for Tokyo Vice. If you're in the US because we are watching it illegally iko HBO Max iko Max so mi naiwatch courtesy of iko nini anaitwa nani jo Okeno Moranga asante sana ende ni hook up na HBO Max so apparently if you have too many tattoos it can start affecting your kidney. I didn't know that.
Really?
Yes, like too many tattoos can ama new tattoo ink, I think.
Tattoo ink, that makes sense though, because at some point ink, when did we know this? When did it come out?
About what?
Ilianza ku come out really
I was watching the series alafu ndio nacheki wanabonga like one of the villains there. It's some cold hearted that guy can act. Yolema you want him dead like ushewo chikikidu kole tafadhali dedisheni umse. So there's some dude hapo sio anaitwa to something. So there's a story where he has a kidney problem, like he's always sickly but he's still a cold bastard. Even when he's sickly he's organizing vile what so he sneaked into the US to get a surgery. So anaenda pamepita like Americans during his surgery. So during your time ndo nabonga juu ya tattoos and the whatever so ni ati wacha nione a variety of medical products contain PEG and it can cause allergic reactions. However, in the case of tattooing, research has suggested that repeated exposure to PEG could lead to kidney failure.
So what is PEG? The ink?
Yes. So Japanese sense, like the yakuza awekaga mob sana. So soja nimesema hivyo jukuza I think this girl has a lot of tattoos
so naona shida yake na kwanga ya kidney.
That's but so she has a lot of tattoos. I don't know kani anatumia ink but I think these are things people don't know because watu kama wanna get tattoos are also an addiction.
Oh really?
People get addicted to these things.
Do you have tattoos yourself?
No. Mi kana kupenda na kupenda si lazima niandike jina
yako so I understand them as an art but I feel like we've jumped into them too soon. Like we don't know what the long term effects are yet. You know what I mean? Ni kama tu hata birth control ya wanaume nasema I support the idea lakini sijui long term inakaaje. So singoji sitaki kunini if it's not a mechanical kind of snipping or anything kumeza I'm not sure yet.
You mechanical mekweli?
If you are done kama umemaliza kuzaa why not?
Mini coitus interrupters bana. Wewe unapatana na Mkenya alafu hiyo time government imesema we are not going to negotiate the CBA. Acha akuacha.
We are not negotiating with terrorists. I've not really think about properly, I'll be honest. But at the top of the surface of my head I'm like if it makes sense it makes sense because kuna tu miaka utasema I just want to do this with no consequences whatsoever. So tuone vile itafaa but that could also be maybe ni shida zangu za pesa zinanifanya niseme nimetosheka. Maybe you want ukiwa na enough za kufanya hivyo ndio utasema I'll provide for all of them. So shida iko wapi?
Because me siwezi nini but I find it very interesting that APO mekata Shakila and what do you think about this nini new wave of the modern woman where women are pushing out sexuality yao sana like I was watching a podcast the Kiss Bandit and he was interviewing this girl and this girl was talking about how she's been involved in a threesome and apart from a threesome she's been involved in a foursome and I remember watching that and I was there like I don't know if it's the misogyny. I always tell people like I always quote a rapper mpaka kuna beste anaitwa Iko Nini anaitwa self-made alikuwa na joke he had to go look for the song because of me. So there's this rapper who says I'm a feminist, I'm also a misogynist. So I remember when I watched that girl I was there like like she's talking about her and her dude is bisexual so her dude is bisexual alafu wako mademu wawili ako na msee mwingine tena kwa room and they all had nini bisexual. You try and imagine the probability of infections unajuaga like even when AIDS started out it was known as a gay disease
right.
So try and imagine the probability of infection. Apart from that wanna mix up and they're like
just that's too many fluids involved.
Too many fluids.
That sounds like too many fluids.
But Demkauyo, do you see yourself like falling in love with such a girl and just seeing beyond her past?
If
it's out there in a podcast.
That a chick had that life
and then I podcaster forever.
See that's difficult to say because there's the angle of that's ridiculous, and the reason I feel like if I was to connect to somebody, as we all do, whenever you connect with somebody, it's regardless of what the past is.
Okay, when mzuri. Okay.
But the thing is, you don't know that past, and you want it to remain that way.
Yes.
But the moment you know that past, it might do something to you. I'm not gonna pretend I'll be strong enough to be like, all right, I mean, it is where you came from after all. No, I mean, they will be like, at some point, come on, what was the story here? But mind you, nobody's above it.
Yeah. So
in a sense.
Ugopita like, I know you used to be a hoe, but right now you're my wife.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can even say those words.
Yeah.
In the sense that if I already know, that might do something to me. Yeah, that might do something. But then again, bro, hii ni kitu, unajua unaingianga kitu ukisemanga, hii situation ukisemanga, there's probably, honestly, actually, let me think about it. It doesn't bother me.
It doesn't bother you?
I don't think it will bother me.
Like,
kama amekufanya umekuwa honi, umefanya hizo vitu zote, I don't know if it will bother you.
See, I'm saying, like, now you're settling with her as a wife. Like, that does not affect you, the fact that she went on a podcast and talked about foursomes.
See now, here's the truth. The truth of life is what affects me is the fact that alienda kwa pod. Sasa cause unajua situation ya wife is attached to honor, heshima yako na yake, kila kitu. So that definitely is not going to fly because it won't. But on a physical level, if you're hooking up.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? If you're hooking up, have you ever been horny? Like you just...
Yeah, okay, sawa.
Like you cannot control what's going on. Hata utajua, utafikiria utasema, fuck. But then afterwards utasema ni nini nilikuwa nafanya. Nini nilikuwa nafikiria.
Sasa swali
right?
ni.
But yeah, mambo ya wife, unajua by the time you're marrying someone, kumekuwa na conversation different.
Swali ni.
Yeah.
Kavu, after ameenda kwa podcast hivyo akasema, alifanya hizo vitu zote kikwambia twende Kavu.
Again, it goes back to
Kavu. Honi. Lakini unajua alienda kwa podcast akasema kuna siku alikuwa kwa room with two dudes.
Alafu umepimwe Kavu kama upimwe.
Hakuna time ya kupimwa.
No zi. Hapo hata utakuwa soba kidogo.
You see.
Yeah, kuna sobriety inaingia kidogo. Kidogo tu, but I don't know, you can't control. Unajua hii vitu ni inverse proportional to hizo vitu za the more you know that situation, how bad is it? How badly do you need it? How long has it been? What are you dealing with? Are you a teenager? Now I'm older. I probably would not do it. To be honest, in general, after hooking up, I would not do it. But as a thought, like as an idea.
Yeah, as a teenager, of course, ni iko nene.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying, as an idea of life, I don't think anything can stop me from hooking up with a chick that has aroused me in that sense.
Yes.
Because it means like there was a point where you were just an animal as a dude. You're just an animal. And that's all the instinct you have at that particular point. But now the fact that I'm older and I've been around, I'll probably have a conversation and be like, is it really worth it?
Yeah.
Because I think I've moved. You've done a lot of the things you needed to do. You see.
Yeah.
If you haven't, that's another conversation.
Because you made remind pia nani story fulani huku US alinipatia.
Yeah.
And I'd want to know if you had like such a similar experience.
In sports. Bet on sports with LINEBET.
So huku US was giving a story about how there is an app within an app ya Facebook. So I think kuna Facebook dating. Do you know the Facebook dating app? So apparently you find it if you're in the US, it's there.
It. Yes.
But sasa sisi because I think wanajua tuko na shida mingi hapa Afrika wajatuongezea hiyo.
In fact.
So he was talking of the way there's these ones where he met some girl kwa this dating app, but now she was fully American. And she wanted to screw him. So washaanza ile nini wakaenda na dem kwake. Alafu watu walipita living room design haikumfurahisha. Like alafu akajipata kwa bedroom. So akiwa bedroom they undressing and then he realizes hana raba. And the girl told him it doesn't matter tuendete and he had to refuse and I feel like hiyo pia ndio kitu ina happen na sisi as men. I don't know if it's the African in us but when the girl is too forward because normally sisi ndio wapiaga dem najua kuna raba like is it fast lakini hoja dem kwa najua iko lakini utakuwa like you're setting me up.
Yes. There's a setup.
Yes, like hii kitu ni mzuri sana. Kwa nini unanipatia for free? Apart from for free, unataka nichape bila what are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do to me?
Yeah. So ukiwa Canada, uli join apps kama hizi? Like how did you used to survive? Ama ilikuwa tu ni una fimbo ya nyayo? Kwa hizo clubs shule for sure a little bit and then apps pia Tinder was coming kwanza. Tinder was the most immoral okay.
It was the most easy one. Hata kulikuwa na zingine online plenty of fish sijui nini but hata hiyo Facebook dating sijui ilianza lini but imeanza juzi but ilikuwa zile za unaandika paragraph about yourself, you describe yourself and all that stuff and yet so but Twitter was Tinder was the one that was like hey guys guys are just trying to hook up swipe right so unaweza kuwa ulipata hizo situations not to that degree ya nani ya yenye unasema huku US alifanya yenye ni wamemeet mara ya fao wakaenda wakachapa hivyo but there's been situations where there would have been situations where ulikuwa na demo unaongea umemjua kidogo si hata nakwambia it's okay but it's the thing is the biggest worry they used to have I noticed was mambo ya kushika tu ball akukuana na it was not a crisis kwanza the times when we were going there when I was going there unajua hapa ukedi ilikuwa a big deal like that was the biggest fear right you were afraid of that because of also the percentage of its presence in the population and the amount of awareness that existed huko that thing like you said was really big in the LGBT community it wasn't big in the straight community so unapata place ukiangalia hata stats inasema hapa sijui the prevalence is 0.01% of the population and even then it's in the other community it's not in the straight so it was not a thing you worry about the other ones zile zote zingine ni curable so hazikusumbui vile but zitakupea maswali so every now and then if you get in a situation where that happens with that chick ni baadaye tu nakuja kusema what was I thinking but post-nut thoughts but before the nut inategemea na vibes the vibes na song unajipata so I don't know hiyo nani kidogo ilikuwa labda I don't know what the situation was labda umepatana mara ya fao wakaenda straight to it
hakunaga pressure mimi just sijai F internationally I've just been local so akunaga pressure like with a white girl like the pressure of an African like she expects first of all you show up with a bazooka then the next unexpected performance ingine ya porn level so akunaga pressure
I'm sure iko but the disappointment is you equal across the board I'm an equal opportunity disappointer I will disappoint across nationalities I'm sure there is pressure even if not just pressure there is a curiosity where ako curious to so it's nini once I'm sure she's curious if she'll go back to where she came from because she's heard the saying
once you go black
hata unasikianga wengine wanaulizananga hata kuna mwenye I was actually dating kidogo where nini wa small town mpaka auntie yake alikuwa anamuuliza is it true is it true that all those things happen hiyo ilinichekesha sana because me I was just like whatever but it is what it is man. It's like I don't know like even if you ask me I don't know I can't verify
hata simponiza mtolezeleza before colonization
or colonialism
colonialism before that we used to have big ones but now we had to adjust we never used to worry about
due to
money
inflation
due to inflation
World Bank.
like Yeah, things not the our economy shrunk and
Shrunk
everything else
shrunk with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But I've never had. I don't think sijai kuwa in a situation I had to explain myself. In that sense, like I've never had to speak for the country. Let me put it like that. I think at every given time, hata kuna situation, kuna dem by the way, amewahi nikiwa, I was very idealistic. Ningekula now that I think of it.
Yeah.
But I was very young and full of nini. Now that I thought of it later, after that specific incident, I was like, maybe I should have just not cared about it and just moved on. Because ni dem alikuwa na insist ni kama, I always like black guys. Like I look, and she said it like it sounded like a compliment. You know, ile njaro anakuambia, by the way, you are in just because you are black. That's not why I want to be in. I want to be in because on the strength of my character. Not because I'm black.
Not because of the color of my skin.
Yeah, but by then nilim ghost mother.
Return into Martin Luther King Jr.
Bana mbaya nilim disappearia tu, but nilikuwa tu na utiaji pia. When I think about it later, when I thought about it later, like a year or so later, I was just like, maybe I could have just done it and left. Like what's the harm, what's the difference with other situations that might have happened in the past?
Because I always guys like those two white girls wale ukuja like, and then they in quotes fall in love na Masai flani random somewhere in Masai land, and I always look at the disappointment they'll get because wale Masai wale like traditionally wamezoea wife yake ingia tu kwa keja, wife anapika alafu anambia tuende kitandani, afu akiingia kitanda it's about him, it's all about the wife. Pap akimaliza story kuisha. So kadenka amezoea, let's make love, there has to be foreplay, there has to be ile time anakamiki kurealize like African dick can also be work.
But let's think about it this way. I think that's what we think. I think humans and women are the same in the sense that maybe now lately in this new era that's the situation, but I still feel like hata kitambo pia wazunye wengi walikuwa old fashion in a sense that wako na hizo shida tuko nazo zenye we don't do everything they want because they watch it like madem wao, they are equally disappointed like we do.
I know you Iko.
But by in the sense that, so if by the time she's coming unapata hata labda si nginye peke yake ndio ina motivate but also she has other expectations, you know, around or who knows, maybe she loosens up faster because these guys are different. There's a different situation, so there's something that it does for them. No wonder she got into that situation anyways. I feel like sionangi ka wasiwe to disappoint by virtue of the fact that we don't do the stuff that came with the porn, because I'm sure if Elisha na kukula huko chini imekuja tu in the last 20 years with the internet. Like imekuwa popular, yani imekuja mainstream whereby you and your wife can be, that's an expectation. I feel like prior to that watu tu walikuwa tu wanachapa tu, families were just families. Like unapata no wonder hata some of the biggest jokes in sitcoms was the fact that, or even in marriage jokes, was the fact that the guy didn't deliver, the chick didn't get it. It's because that's the problem. That's the problem across the board, and it's not even cultural per se. Because I'm sure sahi Masai pia wanalamba huko chini.
Unapata tu iko pale tu
na wameangalia wamenunua bundles ya 10 bob wakawatch na it's become part of the thing.
Akaamua ku experiment. But sasa,
do you remember the first time uliwatch oral sex in porn?
Skumbuki, but me, the funny thing about it, I don't know if it's my mind that plays tricks on me, but I feel like in the height of my idole, when I really just wanted to use anything on it, I was ready even to use my mouth. Like I thought about it.
Just to deal
me,
with
if
it,
you were to ask me, I always feel like the first person kuenda hapo chini wanted it so badly that you're like,
I'll do anything.
I'll do anything for you. So mufil ni kama hiyo ndio reason inafanyaga.
Just the first time I came across the whole mambo ya kwenda down, I was youngish, sikuwa nimeanza kupata masteam. So I was just like, this is really peculiar. Really like the time I actually got on board with it was by the time it happened to me.
Oh.
Like it's not like a thing I wanted to do. But ile siku ili happened, she was like, oh cool. And then even the disgust that I had of, I thought I would have if I was to go down. Haikuwa. So I was just like, all right, I'll give just whatever. But like when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, it's nice. I guess it's something.
Yeah. Half they enjoy it. So
yeah, they enjoy it. So but it was not disgusting to me in the sense that it was not exciting to me when I first experienced it. I actually considered it disgusting for the longest time.
Yeah.
Till the time it actually, I was like, all right, I can do this, I guess. And it does a job.
For me, I'd say I don't even like, because I know there are men who enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
Me, I enjoy seeing the pleasure.
Right.
Like the fact that she's enjoying it. That's
sense.
why I enjoy it.
Yes.
But it's not at Ntakapali. Because there are dudes who just
Right.
go like, I need to go and mimi.
Yeah.
Like
I see that. Yeah, the outcome is what you enjoy, right?
Yes.
Me too.
Like mwenye enjoy. So yeah.
And then even for a long time, I didn't sikuwa najuanga eti hii kitu si eti tunamalizanga at the same time.
Yeah.
It took me a while to realize sometimes they don't. I was fungering nasema good job again. Tuende kazi. Tuonane next time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that
hanging.
I think I was 22 or something, and I read somewhere, or 24 actually. I was 24.
Yeah.
Read somewhere. I was like, what? Then I now dug deep and then I realized, hey, kumbe tuko different wavelength. I thought tumemaliza sote kama familia. Tumemaliza sote.
I feel like even the saizi younger men are going to start being good at sex kutushinda.
Right.
There's a lot of information.
Right.
There's a lot of jokes zile za
and even
zile za zip handbag na zip.
Yeah.
Ati the zip is right there, you can't find it. See, for us it was like there was no information. So najua it's all about penetration.
Yeah.
Hizi vitu zote zingine na
we didn't even know there was something to find.
Yeah, there was something to find.
Let alone the fact that you lost it. When did you lose it? What is the I didn't know that.
But now they have information. Right now I think if you're bad in bed, you're just bad.
Right.
Because you want to be.
Yeah.
Time yetu akukwa na information, you could not talk to your
there was no one to talk to.
No one to talk to, our parents and any. But one of the interesting conversations nataka kuhave, of course both my grandfathers are dead right now. But if they were alive, ningetaka kuwauliza if they ever went down, if someone ever went down on them. I'm sure they'd be disgusted having that conversation with me, but it would be interesting to actually hear it from the horse's mouth. That have you ever gotten a blowjob? Have you ever done cunnilingus to my grandma? So I look at my grandma in a different way. Unaangalia grandma wako anapita, unajua huyu alikuwa mbaya siku zake. Alafu tukimalizia, since tunaongea juu ya nyama, wacha tuongee juu hii story. Kulikuwa na hii article ati Kenyans low appetite for rare and medium rare steaks, that is buffalo chefs. So apparently Kenyans don't love their meat rare or medium rare. How do you love it? Like ukienda kukula
steak, it has to be aged, and it has to be, and then I do medium or medium rare.
You do medium or medium?
Yeah, medium.
Me,
or
I love
medium
my
rare.
shit properly cooked. Like stakagi kuna
Have you
any
tried
site.
medium?
Stakagi site ya damu. Yes.
It's not damu. It's nini. It's not actually blood. It's something else.
That red.
Yeah, it's pink. It's not blood. You know, I know this. I know this because I worked as nilikuanga I worked as a waiter at a steakhouse restaurant, high-end steakhouse restaurant, Maju. So I didn't know. Mi yenyewe hiyo yenye tunakulanga hiyo well done, hiyo ni cardboard for real. Like you lose a lot of flavor. At the very least, fanya bas medium well, because then it's close to kuiva as possible. And the thing is the juices. Now our nyama choma,
Yes, vile nakuwa na flavor. Which flavor are you talking about? Me
flavor ya nyama. Unajua hiyo harufu.
Skiza.
Yeah.
Kabla tupatia na story yako. Wife, you pikaga this way she makes goat especially. Like you tengezaga goat nikichapa na ugali. I feel like it's top of the world.
Right.
So if you're trying to tell me ati kama hii goat ingekuwa imeiva ingekuwa better than vile, niko like no. It's like zile za dem kutry kuningiza kidole kwa rasa at it's going to push me to the next level. No, I don't.
How do you know if you have never tried?
Yeah,
Check
so
it.
let's go back to rare, medium rare.
Medium rare. So I've never actually eaten medium goat.
Yeah.
Goat inakwanga well done, but it stews in the juice. Unajua vile wanairudisha so that it's not dry.
Yeah.
At the very least, the flavor is not lost. I don't want it to be dry. With beef, the aged beef yenye imeagiwa vizuri, the flavor stays in the beef. Like it's a distinct flavor. Iko ndani ya hiyo beef haijatoka kwa sasa. Hii nyama choma yetu makosa half the time ni you smell it smells nice, but when you taste it it doesn't match the smell, to be honest. Half the time
lishi na wazungu sana.
Acha hiyo ya wazungu, acha nikwambie mimi mwenyewe nimeifanya. Hata hiyo age hiyo beef, nimechukua nyama nikaifunga nikajaribu ku age for a few days, even 2 weeks, and the flavor is a totally different thing. It's really nice. Una feel like unakula, it's like you're eating game meat. Have you ever eaten game meat, wild meat?
No.
It's kuna kitu ingine, it's very, you're tasting an animal. Like hiyo ndio na describe. But the idea is, hata mimi mwenyewe siko najua. I used to eat it well done because I was like, this, it can only be well, why would I eat anything else? Then I was working at this steak restaurant, and so from time to time you could get a meal for
free.
For free or at a discount. So one time I made an order. I was running late. Tumefunga, nikaambia tu chef nitengeneze nini. And then okay, first of all, I think this was intentional, that I think of it later. Walikuwa nanizushianga ni nini unakula hizi kwanza. The manager, the owner would be like, you should try. So I tried it and it was amazing. The chef alinitengeneza hiyo siku akaniambia tu, wewe try, ikikataa unirudishie. The juice, the nini, everything. Now the difference now with nyama choma though, the nyama choma well done is vile nyama choma wanatengenezanga alafu wanaweka kwa foil alafu wanaiacha. That's a different story. Unaona sasa hiyo nini inabaki hapo, flavor inabaki ndani ya nyama. It's like the slow cooked version. Have you eaten slow cooked beef? Tamu kulipindukia cause flavor imebaki tu hapo ndani.
Sasa basi useme hivi. Let's tusipikange ndani ya foil basi. Because mimi like for you to try and convince me to eat kitu yote, because me that red to me just reminds me of blood.
And you're afraid of blood?
Yes. Okay. Even when I taste it, I feel like after sana naanza kufikiria juu ya all the what are they called, like the bacteria and what that could still be alive inside you.
Kijana ya
and
town.
It just takes me
kijana ya town. So you've never even tried raw blood, cow blood?
Zizi, sijai try.
Okay.
Oh, should try?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Mimi
Even Kales do that.
It's a Maasai thing. It's a Maasai thing, but I tried it.
Oh, okay.
Hata cooked blood yenye try. It's delicious.
Cooked blood I've always been delicious. Curious. I always feel like iyo alafu kasukuma wiki na ugali.
Tastes
I feel like unaona mpaka I can think about that.
It tastes almost like liver, the cooked blood. But now, so the reason I'm saying that is when you try raw blood or even half cooked blood, whatever the case, that taste profile is different from the one you're getting from a raw steak. And a medium rare steak, the rare steak.
Okay.
It's, you think, so maybe for you have a portion that tastes as blood, but it's not blood. If you have actually tasted that medium rare, the rare thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hapa Kenya, ni wapi kuna kuoga na medium rare? I should test out and then I come back report
maybe
to
you should even do it. You come and do it at the Laugh Bar, Nairobi Laugh Bar.
Yeah, unakuwa na medium rare?
Yeah, we have good steak. Kuja ujaribu medium rare.
Okay, I'll try medium rare because of wewe.
I'm a medium too. Medium is the safest.
I'll
So
try medium.
Rare. Considering who you are right now, you're transitioning to rare. So try that. There is that one, we have that at the Nairobi Laugh Bar. Actually, it's one of the best. Tukonaongea na the director the other day, and it's finally we nailed it. Like we got a good, kuna chef mwenye anaweza kufanya hizo, amefanya vizuri. Like we've been struggling with getting a chef that can do it properly, but finally we got a guy, we got a good sauce supplier and everything.
Okay. I
That's
guess
a place, yeah.
I try. So tukimalizia acha turimind say inaanza leo, which is Wednesday, sindio? 17th of April till Sunday. Inaitwa Nairobi International Comedy Festival. And you are welcome.
Yes, please.
Tickets zinapatikana wapi?
nicf.co.ke will give you all the information, or standupcollective.co.ke. That's where all the tickets are.
Na pia naweza wakiwa tafuta kwa Stand Up Collective on social media pia sini hivyo. If you need any information.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So Doug, kama kawa jua asante sana.
asante sana,
Yeah,
asante for having me,
tumefurahia
this
sana.
fun.
So I think tunakutafuta hapo 400 399 400 hapo
400 hapo tuanze kuongea nikuje tu.
Yeah.
So
Tucheki
like,
niache.
subscribe and tukumbushane.
Yes, ndio tu. So kama kawa vile nimesema pia mimi like the Wednesday you are watching this hiyo usiku nitakuwa nikiwa na tutakuwa na Kisiangani. Nitakuwa hapo kwa comedy festival of course, talking podcasts and everything. So make sure tumepatana, si ndio? Itakuwa ikistream online hiyo, si ndio?
Yeah. Stream on the Kisiangani platform.
Yes. Yeah. So kama kawa, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Tukimalizia 299 tukisema Iko Nini.